Irfan, can I ask you some question?
Definitely, definitely. This is the time to talk. Please.
It's not like I got some interview scheduled after 10 days or something, but they are introducing new model, they want they want to hire me into the new module. So the module is field service management. So can you explain me something about that field service management?
Field service management. Okay, we are in the field service management because here the field service management again is the travel administrator. This is like a kind of a plugin I guess because the thing is like I've never used field service management in my past. So I'm assuming it's some kind of a model. Okay, so this is third party tool I guess. So you have to integrate with service management and then you can able to use. Okay, it does not come ServiceNow out of the box, which is already existed in ServiceNow. You have to like download integrate this one, and then you have to proceed with that.
Okay. So are you going to cover this in the course or no?
No, no, we are not covering field service management in this course.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Uh, I'm not sure whether they're going to join or not. So let's. Do you want me to proceed further, or do you want me to wait for a couple of more minutes? Because I think like only two people have been joined so far, which is you and Jay. So it's good also joined. Okay, so Paul needs to join. Not sure whether he's joining or not. Okay, let's proceed further. That's completely fine. So in the past class, we have been discussed about the user administration, which is users, groups, and roles. Okay. So now we have talked about roles. Sorry, users. How to create a user, and what are the uh, needs to create a user, and all the stuff. We have understood how to create a group and manage it. Okay. Now let's understand. We have created the groups, right? So if you see users, okay. So if you remember in the past class, we have created one group, Azure developers. Okay. So let me just see. Okay. Now you can see that this group we have created in the last class. The name of the group is Azure developers, and the manager is John Adams, and this is the description. Okay. So now let's the requirement. Let's take a requirement. Now each and every team has their own rules so that they can able to manage and they can able to go through it, right? So what exactly we are going to do is, let's see, Azure developers have a group through which they can able to interact, and the role is going to be ITIL. Okay, so before talking about how to assign all this stuff, so let's talk about the roles. Okay, so typically we have three types of roles available in ServiceNow. Okay, the first one is going to be the admin, who have access to do the configurations, implementations, and customizations. Okay, so only admins of the platform and the developers will able to get this role. Okay, and the second one is going to be an ITIL role, which is used by the technical consultants. The If you want to access the ITSM operations, which is going to be incident, problem, change, service request, and many more modules. In those kind of scenarios, if they want to perform the CRUD operation. So does anyone know what is the CRUD? Anyone? Iqbal, Jay, Swati, Sweta?
Yeah, correct is like create, update,
Like
delete. Yeah.
create, read, update, and delete. Okay, so if they want to perform any operations on the incident, problem, change, and service request, in those kind of scenarios they are being given a role of ITL. But in this ITL role you will not able to get this one. Okay, so you will not able to get this one. Only the ITIL admin will able to delete the records as well. Okay, and this will be given to the IMs, PMs, CMs, and SMs. Okay, which is incident manager, problem manager, change manager, and service manager. Okay, and the third one is going to be a end user role, which we are going to call in ServiceNow as an ESS role. So which is nothing but a no role. If you want to request something, or if you want to order something, and if you are using the service portal, in those kind of scenarios an end user will be get a role of ESS. That means that no role. Imagine that your company is been using ServiceNow for providing the HR services, the IT services, and managing services, and each and everything will be requested from ServiceNow. Okay, so imagine that there are almost 6,000 uh, employees using the platform for one of the other services. Okay, and out of 6,000, almost two, let's say 600 employees, or let's say 600 users are of ITL consultants. Okay, meaning that they are performing the ITSM operations, which is going to be incident, problem, and change. Okay, and apart from this, the 30 users are of admins, and 70 users are developers. Okay, the remaining 5,300 users are ESS, which is the end users. So they are going to request the items from the service portal. Okay, so now let's understand. So do you really think that ServiceNow is going to cost the license for the 6,000 users? Anyone?
No, Irfan.
No, right? Because thing is, like, if I'm going to use ServiceNow for 6,000 employees, if I'm going to save $150 for one single month, okay, and for one single user, I have to sell my company and provide the services to ServiceNow. Okay, in those kind of scenarios, end users are not chargeable. Okay, the only chargeable roles are going to be these three, which are ITLs, admins, and developers. Okay, which mean nothing but the starting two roles which we see over here are going to be the chargeable roles, and the first remaining ASS is not a chargeable role. It is a pre-roll